What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Clement Customs. Still in the truck. In the last episode, you guys saw the whole port 15ing, putting on the new cab mounts and all that are all freshly redone, and Tay and I installed the fuel tank as well. That's all dialed now. So we're at the big moment of a big assembly piece. That cab is now gonna officially be fully mounted onto this frame, hopefully forever.
Hopefully we don't have to pull it back off.
No, I'm hoping we don't have to.
You never know.
You never know. That's today's episode. We're probably gonna get into more things in the episode, but that's the big exciting part. Enough of me chit-chatting. Let's get that bitch on here. Nice work, T.
Not bad, eh?
It's like we know what we're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have something special. We have special. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have something special. We have special, gentlemen.
There you go. That was quite painful with just two of us. Too bad Dad wasn't here, but she's on.
She's on.
We broke one little sensor on the engine though.
One sensor.
Oops.
Oh well.
I could buy a new one. Man, it's hot. I'm warm.
I know, it's warm for once.
I might go t-shirt weather today. But I guess now let's bolt these down, and well, we gotta shimmy it around a little bit more.
Yeah, we could take the that off.
Yeah.
Roll it back in maybe.
Yeah, and then we could shimmy and make sure we're straight.
Yep.
And then let's bolt it down, and hopefully she's gonna be in there forever and never had to mess with
off.
again. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
So.
It's enough for me.
And our biggest concern was if we could get this bottom bolt in here. But actually it's perfect because the fuel tank actually drops right here for this cross member. So we will be able to fully reach underneath there and get to that point. So that's wicked. All right, day two. So like you just saw, we got the cab on, so that's golden. So now what we're gonna focus on is getting rid of this rear end. Like I said in the previous video, this rear end's not happy, and one of my buddies, Matt, gave us a new one. So we're gonna start focusing on taking this apart. So let's get at it.
Yeah, you're free here. Yeah. We might need to add one more 2x4.
Smudge, out.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a 2x4 on top of that. Up a little more. Okay, I'm good there if you're good, Paul.
Good to lower?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're winning. There we go.
Perfect. Piece one, drive shaft. We had a little issue with a seized bolt on that one, but
Right there.
yeah. Oh, well, first piece off.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's cut this. Okay, let's hope the rear end doesn't follow me.
Let's hope.
There we go.
You might be able to beat them down too, straight down too, like this one. There you go. That one came out nice.
I beated it out.
Good work, good work.
Okay.
That's for those.
Okay. There you
Perfect. She's out.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We tried to put the jack there.
Yeah, we kind of expected it to roll,
Yeah.
but
And
right.
no wiener dogs were harmed
no,
in the making.
no wiener dogs were harmed in the. All right. Perfect.
Tilt.
Perfect.
Wiener dog out of the way. Smudge.
That sticks through the ball under the
Oh, is that
forefoot.
why?
Come on. Come on.
You want to bring the old one or new one in at least?
Sure, yeah, bring her in.
Hey, bro, you gotta move. Hey,
Smudge.
no. Out.
Come on. Come on.
Old rear end out, new one's back in. All right, day 2 or 3, can't really remember, but back on the truck build again. So I'll go over what we've done about all this shortly here. We're just figuring out the master cylinder to fit on here. We got Dad over here killing it. So Dad has built a custom aluminum plate to fit the Dodge master cylinder onto the Ford body. So Dad's just TIG welding all this up right now. So we had to build a little bit of spacer. So Dad is doing all that.
Yeah.
All right, boy, Tim.
Figure it out.
I'm gonna quickly go over a couple things that we didn't actually film and what we've actually done. So first off, we have gotten the Ford wheels on this girl now. So the Dodge wheels are out. Fords are back on, Fords are on for the first time ever. We actually haven't seen that, so that looks killer. Inside, I don't think we've dealt with anything. And Tay and I have put the new rear end in. So there's a couple more things we gotta do, but it is now installed. I am going to paint the actual rear end, but I'm gonna drain it all, put new fluid in it and all that. So I'll do that later down the road. Tay and I also have attached the steering, so now the truck steers. Also, new tailgate. Picked that up the other day, so that will go on that box. So, there you go. Caught you up to date on where we're really at now. So Dad, Tay and I are gonna focus on, once Dad's done TIG welding back there, that little bracket he's built, we're gonna throw that on and get this master cylinder on and at least started. We can't bleed the brakes yet because we cut some of the brake lines in the back. So we'll at least get it mounted and see how she looks.
Inner bore.
Nice.
Sure is nice having a lathe.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh, and we've discussed about this before. Dad's new little lace up, little guy, does the job. Okay, we're gonna let that bracket cool down, and then we're gonna mount that.
It's not about the size of the lathe, Jacob.
That's-
That's how you use the lathe.
Oh, look at us talking. That's shop talk.
Big shout out to Dad, of course, yet again, comes in clutch. The aluminum bracket for the Master is all dialed and bolted up.
Well, it's funny because we didn't have a brake booster. We had a Mustang 2, just a 2-bolt flange, dual stage master cylinder. Now we've gone to a brake booster with that other
Master.
Dodge Master on there. So what do? You can't, how do you make it work?
Yeah,
Looks good.
You fabricate.
exactly. That's why we have Dad around to help us out with all this stuff,
And we only lost about a 1/4 inch of travel with the brake pedal by building that.
which is perfect.
Yep, okay, so here we go. It's gonna be fun.
There you go.
Yeah, it's going to be fun trying to get those top ones in.
You know what? We're doing it twice. First time and last time. Dad's just finishing up the last couple of bolts for that brake booster and master. Look at that. Some Dodge on some Ford action, hey?
Yeah. Custom.
Custom. On the, what do you call it? The Fodge?
The Fodge.
The Fodge. And then Tay is gonna hook up the arm that's in here. Nice work. We got the brake booster and master cylinder all basically that combo bolted up now with Dad's little bracket, which is great. We got to change a little bit on the inside where that actual rod out of this comes into that pedal. It's just at a little bit of an odd, it's trying to hook up the, let's just say we're trying to hook up the Ford brake pedal with the Dodge master cylinder. So some stuff doesn't align perfectly. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more fabrication, but looks pretty sweet to me. So Dad's little bracket actually worked out great in there, so pretty stoked. We'll get these lines all twisted 180 away from this steering here and twist it around onto this frame and then hook these all up. But I'm pretty stoked on how that all turned out. New rear end's in, the Ford wheels are on, the cab is on, and we got the brakes pretty much figured out now. Once we do that, the brakes are gonna be dialed, we can bleed them, and we're happy. Honestly, once we get the brakes sorted out, it's gonna be figuring out this whole shifter setup, which I actually have a game plan of what I'm gonna do. I'll show you that in either the next truck video or the one after that. It's a really cool idea, a cool company that I've been talking to and figuring out it's a little bit different. So I'm stoked on that. The next couple videos are gonna be figuring out our shifting situation and finalizing the brakes. And then now it's basically wiring. Hopefully we only have 6 or 7 more episodes of this, and this thing's gonna actually be running. So I'm gonna leave you guys at that. Thank you guys all for watching this episode. Not that exciting. Getting more progress done on this thing. So I'm gonna leave you guys at that one. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below on what you guys think of this one. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.